sauce, get the juice like a pot. Yeah, yeah, here I want. This isn't a fun. The cash is a must. Ain't shit to discuss. Yeah, yeah, get the sauce, get the drip when I want.
Right now, y'all, we were Warrap Records, and we're gonna do any radio interview right here. My man Jake, he can't hear me right now because he's listening to the music, but it's okay. You see him with 2K. Got my baby right there, looking crazy. But we want some real stuff. STG signs the Genie. 2K Tay Genie Gang. We want some real stuff. We got our La Familia shirts because La Familia. 4L. And that's just how that is. I wish my man Bobby Coates was here. Big Ump. I should have recorded a whole vlog. I planned to record a whole vlog for y'all, but I got sidetracked with having so much fun and doing the show and everything. If you know anything about Signs of Genie, all I do is get drunk. You already know who it is. We about to get this shit cracking, y'all.
We live again at Warrap Radio. I'm your host, Jacob Toombs. First of all, shout out to Mr. Foster Byrd for having us at Warrap Radio again. And tonight's special guest, none other, Spartanburg, South Carolina, Genie Gang. Genie Gang, what's up?
What's up, man? What's up?
Oh man, just grinding, trying to make it happen, man. So, just for people who don't know who Genie Gang is, I want y'all to go ahead and tell them who y'all are, where they can find you at, and then we'll get into some of the great questionnaire that I'm gonna bring to you.
All right, Genie Gang is made up of two artists, Silence the Genie.
And it's 2K Tay.
And like he said, we from Spartanburg, South Carolina. We just got that new sound, we got that new thing, and we just ready to show it, man.
Yeah, man, I think we're a little bit different. We don't really talk about too much of the same things everybody else talk about. You know, we be a little original. You know?
Okay, that's what's good, man. Originality is always good. So with you getting into the music scene, what is some things that you guys can do that you feel you can help and brace the youth back to making the art of hip hop?
Honestly, I just feel like we gotta stick to being us and keep pushing out the positive that we push out. You know, keep making that different music. You know, bringing the good vibe back, not that rah rah all the time. You know, make somebody want to have fun doing it. You know, like keep doing what we're doing, basically.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You Genie Gang.
Yeah.
This is Genie.
Yes, Signs of Genie.
Right, and this is 2K Tay.
Yes, sir. 2K always.
So, as I'm listening to some of the records, y'all have it's like a hip hop, bluesy, R&B, jazz type vibe. So with you guys being so young, and both of y'all are not even 30 years old yet, and under that age range, so what really influenced y'all to really intertwine all those music categories together?
I mean, for me personally, I've always loved R&B, so I always wanted to bring that kind of flavor to it, and love songs, that slow type of stuff. That's what I've been known for myself personally, and I feel like 2K, he bring out the streets. You know, like he bring out that side, like you got to keep going, you got to, you know, get a better life going, and make sure you do your stuff straight. And I just feel like when we come together and we have that sound, you know, that type of music,
it's
like it's
a
bunch of soul, and it do make you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
It don't make you like, our music ain't gonna make you go out and shoot up a club or nothing.
Nah.
No, it's nothing like that. So that's what we are trying to do. That's what we're trying to do when we put ourselves together as Genie Gang.
Word. So just understand what you told me in some earlier conversations. You've been writing music since you was 12 years old.
Yeah, I've been writing music since a little child.
A little child. So what inspired you to pick up that pen as a youngster?
As a youngster, personally, like my father, like he had a whole studio set up and everything, and he was rapping about, you know, stuff I didn't even know about. My tail over there rapping too.
Right.
But that's who really got me inspired and writing and all that good stuff. He got me on my equipment and everything.
Not only are you a writer and you're a lyrical artist as well, and you're a singer, but I've heard some of your production now to have a dynamic track coming from a female producer. That's a whole marketing strategy in itself. So what makes you obsolete from the rest of the producers?
I mean, to be honest, all I can say is that I do my thing. Like I got my own sound. Like I just know I don't sound like anybody else. So that's what makes me different from anybody that you will ever hear.
Okay. All right, great. Now, with that being said, are there some people in the industry that you say, man, I'd like to work with them?
Yeah, as you know, I love R&B. That's my main thing. I gotta work with Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Yes, I gotta work with Chris Brown. Young Blue.
Young Blue.
Young Blue is a huge inspiration for me. Like how I sound, I'm like, dang. Sometimes you sound like Young Blue. Maybe you listening a little too much or what? But I feel like most definitely Chris Brown's gonna be at the top.
Okay. Now, Chris Brown, even though he had his off the road troubles, with the reread, the court cases, him checking into rehab, I would have to say, man, for the newer generation, because I'm old school, I grew up with a lot of 90s R&B, I can remember hearing things like Whoop Appeal on the radio and stuff, but Chris Brown is like, to me, he's like the Michael Jackson of the new generation. Would you agree?
Yes, I would strongly agree. Strongly agree. Like literally, you took the words out of my mouth, to be completely honest.
With the dance moves, the choreography, the energy, the way he pulled the crowd in, the love that he get from the crowd is the only other person to do what he does is Michael. So that's the only person to compare him to.
That's the only person I don't even ever compare. But if I had to.
Right. So 2K, say you said that you only been in the game for about 6 months.
Yeah, about 6 months.
6 months, and I've heard your music, and like it amazes me how you just been in the game for 6 months, and 6 months, man, and you dead advanced. So what helped you advance so quickly?
Basically just being with Silence, her guiding me through everything, teaching me the back end of it, like just focus on what you're doing, just make sure everything you do is real, make sure it's you. Don't try to sound like nobody else. Like I said, I got a great teacher. I
appreciate that.
Yeah, I got a great teacher, man.
Now, as far as I know Genie Gang is one unit, but have you guys thought about coming out with a solo project as well, or you gonna leave up? Because I know no matter what y'all do, y'all still gonna do it together, whether it's solo or not.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I got a solo project coming out now, and I'm trying to make sure he work on his solo project because, as you say, he knew. He knew to this, so I want to make sure everything that's out wasn't just me and him, wasn't just me, Genie Gang. I want 2K Tay to be able to have his time and shine, so he's working on an album right now.
Yeah, I got one coming out. It's called Humble Beginnings. It'll be my first solo project, my first project period, really. Like I said, I've only been doing this for 6 months. I don't have a date yet, but I'm still working on it. I'm coming up with it. We already got everything drawn up. Like, man, I'm just ready to get it going, Like I said, 6 months, man. It's all moving so fast. It's like I still ain't even woke up to it yet. Like we just did our second performance. So, I've been doing this for 6 months.
Something that I want to say is I've been doing this, like you said, since I was 12 years old.
Right.
When I met this man, you see how everything moves so fast. I just met him this year. Everything is moving so fast and coming along, and I'm just so blessed, and I'm happy I met this man. This is my brother.
Big blessing.
Right. So understand that you guys are connected with La Familia, and tell the people a little bit about La Familia and how you got connected with La Familia.
Honestly, it explains itself. La Familia, like, it's family. Everybody make you feel wanted, feel like you a necessity to the family, not just something you just there. Like, it make you feel like you said, feel like a part of the family. Everybody pushing you, like, it's nothing but positivity, a bunch of optimistic people. No pessimists around that's like, we don't believe in looking down on nothing. If you down, you got to get back up. Everybody's just pushing you. I stay on Quay stay on me. Everybody's just pushing hard. Like, when I first came in contact with Bobby, off top, it was nothing but love. Like, nothing but love. And I let him hear the music. He bobbing his head, smiling, everything. He's showing it to everybody. I'm like, man, La Familia. For real, that's something I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of that. Because, like I said, make you feel wanted. Make you feel like you're doing something that's right. So when you get that feeling from somebody else, it's just like, I'm going to go even much harder. That's what it made me want to do.
Right now. The very first show you did with La Familia, what was the feeling like?
Oh, man. Honestly, to me, it was amazing because 6 months, man. And that just happened, what, a month and a half ago?
Right.
If that. So it's like dreams coming true. Like, it's something that you only could think of. Like, when you young and you see yourself doing something, but you don't really see yourself doing it. You know what I'm saying? And then you actually do it. It's like so much adrenaline, so much love. It's just, it's a great feeling. It's a blessing. That's how I feel about it.
Right. Now, Silence, what was your feeling about the first show you did with La Familia?
I mean, I've been waiting forever to do my first show anywhere. So, I mean, for me, it was like, wow, like, oh my God. Like, for me, to be honest, I felt like a rock star already. Like, I felt like this is what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Right.
I had so much fun. Like, La Familia made me feel like, shoot, y'all treat me like family. I really don't even want to leave. I don't even want to go back to Spartanburg. I'm trying to stay.
That's what's up. So, with that being said, now, tell me about some of the artists that you've been working with as far as from different states.
Okay, I work with an artist named Face Marino. He's from Shelby, North Carolina.
Nice, too.
I met him a year ago on an app. I just found him on an app. And I sent my music to him. He loved it. He was like, I want to hop on all this.
Right.
So we did a whole mixtape and everything. Like, this guy, all I can say is wow, to be completely honest.
Right.
I met so many artists from different places. I met another guy named The Phantom. He a white boy, but when I tell you, 2K will tell you, this man, no matter what he owns,
it don't matter if he can talk about it. He can do it all. Like, when I tell you, he can go slow, speed it up and go chopping, go right back to singing, then go back to just regular rapping. The boy is nice. And you know he can do it. You know he can do it too. He'll tell you in the song, I know I'm nice like that, that's why I'm gonna keep doing it.
So just to let these other independent artists know, how has life been on the road for you when it comes to the music?
Like, when you say how it's been on the road with me?
Because when you're an artist, you travel from this place to that place. Yeah. You networking with this person and networking with that person. So how's that been for you? Like, has it motivated you? Has it just woke you up about the music industry? So how would you express that to the audience that's listening?
I'm a person who seeing is believing. Like, you got to see the bigger picture, but when you actually see it's happening and you actually doing it, it's like, yeah, I'm loving it. Like, I love it. I love meeting new people. I love the networking. You know, seeing everybody doing something positive, everybody doing what they want to be doing. You know, what you passionate about. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm pretty sure you passionate about it. You passionate about it just like everybody in this room. So, it's. I feel like a rock star. Like Quay said.
That's what I'm about to say. I feel like a rock star going on the road. Yeah, I gotta travel to go do a show. Like, that made me feel good.
Right. So, as far as you expressing what's going on in the community through your music, what are some of the things that you would like to reiterate in the community on a positivity note to really have the community support your music like you support the community?
All I can say is I wanna keep it positive. Make sure that everything's straight. That's why you see us, we on Facebook, we on anything. We are positive. You don't see no negativity. Because there's too much negativity in the community and somebody gotta keep it positive. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna keep it positive. My music, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna keep that positive as well.
Yeah, it's enough for everybody talking about toting guns and killing this, that, and the third. Let's put some positivity out. Let's talk about loving my woman for a little minute. Let me talk about picking my brother up and telling him go get bigger deposits instead of chasing whatever ain't getting you no deposit. Like, let's do something good. Let's go help the community. Let me talk about how I'm finna teach my little daughter how to do her alphabet, how to do her math, all that. Like, let's do something like that. Let's be something real. The real definition of real. Not that fake real shit like what these other niggas be talking about.
So let me ask you a question. As far as you look around in different communities, whether it's in Atlanta, whether it's in New York, whether it's Chicago, whether it's in New Orleans, whether it's in LA, whether it's right here in different places in South Carolina, what are some things that we can change in the community? We know we're not going to solve the problem just like that, but we can start a movement to solve the problem. So what would you say that you would do as a young man yourself to give your young brothers and sisters a brighter future?
First, you gotta lead by example. You gotta lead by example. You can't tell somebody to do something if you ain't living that way. Like, practice what you preach. Make sure you doing everything you supposed to be doing. And once you get that in line, honestly, people just gonna start falling behind. But then you gotta keep that vocal leadership too. Like, speak out. When you see somebody down, talk to them. Set up big brother programs, all kind of tutorials. Like, set up for the students that's in school, taking it serious. They want to make better grades. They want to keep doing good. Keep putting them in, showing them, guide them. You got to guide. And you got to live by it. You got to, like I said, live by example. You got to be an example. You got to show. You got to pave that way.
Definitely. Now, silence the Genie. You from Byrd.
Yep.
That greater Greenville metropolitan area. So why has there been so many killings and why is so much gun violence in that area in the last 5 years? What would you say since you live there? As far as you hearing about it and stuff like that, what really pulls these young men in the streets?
I mean, I'd have to say, like Tay was saying, there's nobody to be there and be like, hey, there's a different way to go about doing things. You don't have to do what your father did or what your uncle did or to get out of these streets or do all this extra stuff. What your homeboy doing? Oh, your friends, man. I just feel like there's no one there to be like, hey, there's a right way to go about this, and you're gonna be all right if you do this thing. If that makes sense.
It does make sense, cause the proper guidance and the proper tools to teach you how to be somebody that stands for something and somebody that you can hold accountability for your own actions. And this is my thing. Whether you're in the community, whether you're in a business office, if somebody does something wrong, we got to hold them accountable. Not telling them, well, it's all right, you made a mistake. No, you did make a mistake, but I still got to hold you accountable.
Damn right.
So, with that being said, it's something. It's a lot of sex trafficking going on. It's 64,000 young girls missing out here in America, and nobody's talking about it. And with you having a daughter, this is really something that you have to watch out for, man, because a lot of young girls are getting abducted and nobody talks about it, man. So and I feel like if we gonna really take the community back, we gotta start with the sex trafficking. We gotta start with emotional depression, mental abuse, and we definitely gotta start up the absentee of parents, whether it's the mother or whether it's father. Because one thing about it, when a young girl grows up and their father not in their life, the very first man that a lady is supposed to love a young lady is their father.
Yeah.
And then we're not gonna forget about the man, because a lot of men out here, they got mommy issues.
Yeah.
You know, they got mommy issues, and the mommy issues go over into their adulthood, and they never learn how to treat a woman properly.
Right.
So if your mama didn't love you properly, how can you love that woman who's bearing your child properly when you never had it yourself? So we definitely have a lot of work to do in the community, and you know, I challenge all musicians and all artists to get back into your community, because if you support your community's gonna support you.
Right.
People want to see the write-ups in the newspaper about their local musician feeding the homeless, or their local musician starting a Big Brothers program. That's important to the people of the public. So because that's something we used to have all the time, and we really don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times you see artists making donations to all kind of charities and this, that, and the third. What charities are you donating to? What's this helping? What community is it? Is it helping your community? Or is it helping somebody else's community? Because it's not helping yours. Like, if you're gonna make some donations, go back where you from. Make a Boys and Girls Club. Put up gyms. Get like, not saying everybody got the money, you know, start a charter school and nothing like that. But you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. Like,
you gotta start putting into what you're doing. Get these kids together, make them go do some community service.
Yeah.
Throw little block parties for the kids that's on AB honor rolls type stuff like that.
Yeah.
Make it seem good again. To be smart, to be into the books, to be doing all the right things. Like you gotta make it. You gotta make ends meet. You gotta do this, that, and the third. But you gotta let it be known that it's always good to do the right thing. There's nothing wrong with doing the right thing. Too many people out here right now feel like it's wrong to do the right thing, and a lot of these rappers out here, they promoting a lot of the wrong thing. I ain't saying I don't, you know, whoop de whoop, but you gotta, you know, put out that real.
Yeah, especially if you're gonna be the voice.
The real
That's
voice.
all they hear. All they hear is the wrong thing. You at the top, I need you to say something that matter,
Right.
and something that's gonna actually help everybody.
Everybody.
It ain't gotta be every song or nothing like that, but you know.
You know, I'm not saying you have to put every song, but you can put out a song that's positive. You know, a lot of people don't know that a lot of the Wu-Tang members go into these local high schools that they graduated from, and they really talk to the kids about the problem, because these street cats, but most of these cats got degrees, so they really talk about them, about their proper education and about knowledge and wisdom, because we already know knowledge